The agony of the unread message. Stop. Put the phone down. Right now, you're staring at a screen that hasn't lit up, rereading your last message, analyzing the timing, wondering if you said too much or not enough. Maybe you're rewriting a follow-up text in your head, adding an emoji, deleting it, adding it back again. And here's the truth most men don't want to hear. The moment you start trying to figure out how to keep her attention, you've already lost it. Because attraction isn't built through chasing, it's built through how you make her feel. Most men think they need to do more texting, more explaining, more effort. But that's exactly where they go wrong. Attraction doesn't work like a checklist. If it did, every nice guy would win. But you've seen it yourself. The man who tries the hardest often gets ignored, while the man who seems less available gets all the attention. Why? Because the human mind doesn't respond to logic. It responds to emotion. It responds to mystery. It responds to what it can't fully understand. And sometimes, just 3 simple words can trigger that. Not "I love you," not a pickup line, not something fake, but something subtle, something that slips past her logical mind and stays there. Because here's the deeper truth. People don't obsess over perfection, they obsess over feelings. Looks fade, perfection gets boring. But a feeling that's hard to explain stays. If your words create that feeling, you don't just become interesting, you become unforgettable. But before you use these words, you need to understand something. Most men are stuck in what I call the logic trap. They speak to her surface-level mind. They send safe texts like, "Hey, how was your day?" It's polite, it's normal, and it's completely forgettable. Because you're talking to the part of her brain that handles routine, not the part that feels. And that's why nothing sticks. To create attraction, you have to interrupt the pattern. The human brain is built to predict. When you act like every other guy, same questions, same energy, her brain categorizes you instantly. Safe, predictable, low priority. And once that happens, you become background noise. So if you want to stand out, you need to break that pattern. You need to become something unexpected, something her mind can't immediately figure out, because mystery creates attention, and attention creates attraction. But there's one more piece most men miss: silence. Most men are afraid of it. The moment the conversation slows down, they rush to fill the gap. They send another text, another question, another joke. But that signals something dangerous: neediness. A man who is comfortable in silence is different. He doesn't chase, he lets the moment breathe. Because in that silence, something powerful happens. Her imagination starts working. She starts wondering about you. And when she's thinking about you, she's investing in you. Now, here's where everything changes. The 3 words, the ones that shift how she sees you instantly. The next time you're talking to her, maybe she shares something about herself, a habit, an opinion, something real. Don't respond like every other guy. Pause, take a second, and then say, "I'm intrigued." That's it. Simple, but powerful. Because those 2 words do something most men don't understand. First, they flip the dynamic. Instead of you chasing her approval, you're observing her. You're evaluating her. That creates curiosity. Second, it creates mystery. "I like you" is clear, it's predictable. "I'm intrigued" is open. It makes her wonder, why? What did I do? What does he see in me? And once her mind starts asking questions, you're already in her head. Third, it makes her feel seen, not just for how she looks, but for who she is. It tells her there's something about her that stands out, something different. And that's what people crave, to feel understood, without having to explain themselves. But here's the key. Don't explain it right away. Let the moment sit. Let her ask. Let her lean in. Because tension is what creates attraction. Then, if you respond, keep it simple. Something like, "Most people are predictable. You're not." Now you've done 3 things. You made her feel unique, you created curiosity, and you gave her a reason to think about you later. But understand this. This only works if it's real. If you use it like a trick, it fails. Because people can feel intention. This isn't about memorizing lines. It's about shifting your mindset from chasing to choosing, from seeking attention to creating it. Most men beg for replies. They overthink every message. They try to be perfect. But the man who stands out is the one who isn't afraid to be a little unknown, a little unpredictable, a little hard to figure out, because he's not trying to impress her. He's simply expressing what he sees. And that's what makes it powerful. So the next time you're staring at your phone, wondering what to say, don't send another boring message. Don't chase her attention. Be the man she can't quite figure out. Be the one who makes her pause, think, and feel something different. Be the man who says less, but means more. Be the man who is intrigued,